All right, we're back for another show. Biz Builders with me, Andrew Haines. I've got longtime friend here. Seen him operate a bunch of businesses. We competed against each other in arena football, which who has the record on that, by the way? I don't know.
You do about one game.
Yes, and we're never going to play again, so. No, my friend Kacee Smith. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining me. I know we don't have a lot of time, so let's kind of just go through your background, like, where you went to school and kind of like your work history and kind of your jump into entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so I went to high school in Gordon Central High School in Calhoun, Georgia. I got a marketing degree from Georgia Northwestern Technical College. I guess I always try to pinpoint everything of how everything started and where it started. So I guess as far as entrepreneurship wise, I started a sports nutrition store one time. So I worked at corporate GNC for a little while, was a manager there. So I was really young, and I was like, man, we can do this. I told my wife, I said, we can pull this off. Like, I know how to do it in and out. And we definitely did not know what we were doing. And so that's when I learned the value of working capital, of making sure you have enough money to not only start something, but to keep it going for a while until you can be profitable. But not too long after that, I was always involved in football. Played football in high school. Broke my legs in the Georgia-Tennessee high school all-star football game. So I was going to go play college football. That did not work out. So I had to rehab from that. Had the surgeries and started dabbling in semi-pro football a little bit. And then that's where I kind of had an interest in professional indoor football. So that's kind of was my entryway into that. And I guess that was back in the UIFL, I guess, in 2010 11-ish. 12? Yeah, 2010.
Yeah, I think 11, 12. Yeah. Seems like 50 years ago.
It does. I had hair then.
Damn, what happened? That's what it'll do to you.
That's it. That's exactly what it'll do to you. But so I guess from there, worked with the Rampage, took over the Rampage, ran that team for about 4 years. Then went from the UIFL to the X League. That went for about 2 or 3 years. And it's kind of shocking to me because it seems like it wasn't that long ago when we stopped, but my son is 9. And we were actually just kind of looking at some pictures the other day, and he vaguely remembers stuff. And that blows my mind because it seems like it was like a couple years ago, but it wasn't. I guess it's been about 4 or 5 years ago now. And he was watching the one game against the Attack at St. Louis, the first one, and he loved it, man. He was having a blast watching it. We were watching it on YouTube just about a week ago.
That's
and
awesome.
Of course, I had to show him the was it Floyd kicking a field goal?
Dude, that is epic. The first,
only
mascot ever to play in a professional football game, and
absolutely,
score
and he scored
extra point.
Yeah, which is even better. Yeah. I had to find him because he did not believe me. So I was like, "No, man, you got to look at this."
That was pretty fun that time, because we had a good battle up in St. Louis the one year too. It was like a couple overtimes.
Yes, yeah. That was I guess the first year we played.
Yeah, 2013, first year for St. Louis. So
that went on late. That was a late game. Yeah,
it was because I wasn't at that game. I was in Florida at the time, and I just kept getting updates. I'm like, damn, this is getting late. It's getting past my bedtime.
Throw the towel in.
Yeah. So, but while you were doing football too, I mean, you got into insurance, right?
I did, yeah. So
your next business?
2015, I think 2014, 2015, I started an insurance agency with Farmers Insurance. That was great. We won multiple awards, trips, and everything out of that. And then I sold that business this past July, on July 31st. So it's been a little over a year now. And then so back in November, this past November, I started with Brightway Insurance. So we're doing that now. Love it. It's a total different ballgame. Love it. And then also I'm the sales director for Owen Security, which is a like home security. We do commercial too, security, fire, audiovisual, gate access, things like that. I'm their director of sales too. So doing both of those jobs right now. So it's fun, having a good time. Anything sales related, it's fun. It keeps your blood pumping and keeps your adrenaline going.
Sales and marketing, man. I love it. I love
Yep.
it. So when you started your first business, did you have like a mentor? Did you have was it just you like kind of figuring stuff out on your own?
Oh, it was definitely just me.
That's the toughest. I mean, that's what I always tell people. It's like, you can save so much time and aggravation by just, by having a mentor or paying somebody that has been there, done that, to kind of help avoid that learning curve. Cause I don't care what it is. Everybody goes through it.
I mean, you're talking about like retail. You have to now what I didn't like was the marketing. I mean, like we were marketing well. I think we only had MySpace back then. I don't really know. We had a little bit of Facebook. But
you and Tom.
We were doing good. But I mean, you gotta know like margins. Like what am I gonna buy this at? What's my my price gonna be? My resale price. How much inventory do I need on the shelves? Turnaround time, that kind of thing. And if you don't have that system or know that, like you will struggle. So that was a good learning experience. So we learned a lot out of that. I had a good time, but
knowledge
that was kind of like my first dabble.
Yeah, just the more knowledge you have, the better. And then so you're in that, and then for some odd reason you have the crazy idea to get in sports, which is one of the toughest businesses to operate.
So I was like, well, I haven't lost enough money in this, so I could just finish losing everything I have. In sports. No, sports was great. I love it. Yeah. I would not take away anything. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, you learn a lot. You meet a lot of people. It feels like you and I mean, gosh, it's been a long time.
It has.
I mean, still, even like the players, the coaches. I mean, like you just kind of develop a little family in that. But very valuable business experience, leadership experience. You learn, especially a seasonal business like football, you really learn cash flow, peaks, as money's coming in, and it was good. It was a good opportunity.
What made you decide to get into insurance the first time? Like, what was kind of pushing you that way?
Yeah, I think my wife, actually. Like, we were trying to figure out.
They're always smarter than we are anyway.
Always, yeah. I just got to make sure she never watches this. So as I'm leaving football, it's like, where can I take this sales and marketing experience, And I love to market. I love sales. I love the networking, get to know people. And I love building something. And I think you're kind of the same way in that too, which a lot of people I think would think we're crazy. Like kind of like constantly wanting to build because it's just torment. But but it's fun too. Yeah.
Good challenge.
So I was like, what can I do? And so my wife, she's like, I think you would do good at insurance. She's like, you like to sell, you like to market, you like to network. And I was like, if I can sell a $20,000 football sponsorship, surely I could sell some auto insurance, Yeah. And that's where it came from.
So when you started looking at it, why did you decide to go with a franchise and not do it on your own?
So especially when I first started off with farmers, going to like a captive set like that, I knew it would be good to, one, I did a lot of research on them, and they have a good claims history and all that on the back end. You're working with a good company, but it's also very structured for you. And I knew that I would be able to learn the industry, kind of learn it in and out. And had a great time there. I mean, like I said, we won tons of awards and trophies, and we did all that. But more importantly, on the business side, but then more importantly, personally, I just met so many more people. Like it was just getting to insure people's homes and autos. It's just like that you develop a trust level with them. You know, they appreciate you and they get, you know, advice and things like that from you. And, but it was good to kind of learn that whole industry and kind of have them there with you. But then now that I've pivoted towards more of an independent route with Brightway Insurance, it's, you know, you don't really have so much structure around you. It's there when you need it. It's more freedom and so many carriers to write with. It's just, that's the thing. There's
a lot more competitive.
Yeah. It's like, it's just another different world. It really is. And we can, that's what I tell my office manager. And I'm like, you know, as you're quoting and selling, like, you know, don't let this fool you because I'm on the other side, you know, and it's like, you know, 20% close rate, you know, and, so I was like, don't let this make you lazy because it definitely can. But I love it because I like this actually much better because I feel like I can help everyone. So, you know, if somebody comes to you with an old home, with a new home, older roof, or bad credit is one thing. A lot of insurance companies will weigh credit on things. But we got some carriers that don't credit check. So I feel like all around, I'm now able to help people more versus trying to.
People.
Right. Yeah. You're just not trying to put a round hole in a round peg in a square hole, you know, like you're not trying to make everything fit in one carrier. Now I find the carrier that works for you, you know, so it's totally different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I tell me if I'm wrong though, but I really think your sales and marketing background from the sports probably has had a huge part of your success in insurance in either franchise, just because if you really think about it, I see a lot of your marketing for, you know, insurance. You're at community events, you're out in the community, you know, working it, you're marketing, you're doing a lot of stuff that you have to do as a sports team. Except now in insurance, almost every single person is, you know, needs what you have,
right.
As opposed to, you know, football is more of, you know, a luxury or, expendable part of that income. So I think, you know, would you say that's accurate or what would you contribute to that success?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that I just truly enjoy and love. And I've had people like kind of question like how we're able to do so many events and at places and so much sponsorships. And it's a lot easier when you like thoroughly enjoy it. Like to me, it's not work. Like I love to talk to people and I love, if we're able to like, you know, do a sponsorship for a school or a donation, like I just feel privileged that we can do that. And so I enjoy that. And then that kind of stuff just really helps you build relations and connections. And, you know, take a lot of stuff that we did in the sports world and put it into this. And it's had a lot of success.
What's been kind of the biggest thing marketing wise that you've done that is, you know, you've seen some good results with?
In my mind, I like to make a lot of like catchy little memes and share on social media. Like, I don't know if those are as effective as I like to think they are.
I like them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good. As long as you buy insurance from me, it's paid off with one. You know, I really like. I'm a big direct mail fan. We do a lot of direct mail, and I think if it's catchy and it really kind of speaks to the person of like, you know, if it's dealing with rate increases or things like that, or feeling kind of like controlled and captive without really having any options, that speaks to people really well. And then too, I really just love working with other people in similar industries like realtors, mortgage lenders, things like that. And then now that I get to be around like all the sales representatives here at Owen Security, that's fun too. And they're kind of like on the same boat as we are. You know, they're all looking for good, solid referral partners. And so I've been able to work with them on the importance of building those referral teams, those networking groups, and surrounding yourself with other people that have similar needs as what you need.
So how did you kind of come about with, you know, becoming the director over at the security thing? I think it's a brilliant way to basically double dip. I mean, there's potential crossover on customer.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is. Yeah. And so Justin Owen is the owner here at Owen Security, and he's an awesome guy. And he came to me months ago, and I was just trying to think like, how can I take on this, but then also still grow my insurance agency? And he was just so awesome to where he was just like, look, like I want you for this position. I want you to help grow my company and develop, our sales team and grow. He's like, but you can keep your insurance agency. That's fine. So I've actually relocated my insurance agency to their old office building, and I've hired a really good office manager there, and she's doing fantastic. So, and there's a really good team here. So it really works well to where I'm kind of a sales manager at both locations. I'm able to kind of just coach and oversee and motivate and just kind of stay on top of it and see where everybody's at and helping them close more deals.
How do you kind of like evaluate deals? Because I'm sure like you get hit up a lot for, people wanting you to help them with this or buy that, business. I know I get hit up like constantly, and I already am like, I have a hard time staying focused as it is. So,
yeah.
So how do you hone in on that?
So age has helped me with that. I'm rapidly aging. Previously,
you're gonna catch me. I don't know. I hope not soon.
I was really bad about not saying no, like in the years past, and just kind of take on everything. Now I'm just having to be more selective. It's like, all right, it sounds cool, it looks fun, but really at the end of the day, like, how does this help me individually? How does this help my family? And then now my two concerns is Owen Security and the Kacee Smith agency with Brightway. And if I can take on something like, whether if it's like even like sponsorships, you want to give as much as you can. And I try to as much as possible, but also, it's how's this going to help us though? Can we get a little visibility from it? It's not the main goal, but it's helpful. Now I can look at this as marketing and a donation. So you're going to get hit up with that a lot. And what's not good is when you get labeled the local business that will donate and sponsor to everything.
Yeah, then your phone will never stop.
It's just like, yeah, man, it's just game on. I'm just like, man, I would love to have your business here too. Like, would you insurance? It's fine, it's part of it. But then like other little small business ventures will come up and people present them, and I've just really tried to like do less and focus on less and do more with that. Really is kind of what I'm really trying to focus on now.
Yeah, I think for me, I really tried to hone in on my time management.
Yeah.
And so like, I've got a bunch of things going on, from, 2 podcasts to consulting, a few other investments, and then just purchased a Brightway franchise myself.
Yeah, I'm so excited, man.
I'm excited to get started on that. That was official last week. So
awesome.
Over the next few months, that'll get launched. But
it takes a few minutes and brag about how quick you got licensed. That was pretty impressive.
Dude, I was so nervous because I am not a good test taker, man. I mean, I'm not. I'll be honest. I tried to get my real estate license before I moved to St. Louis back in 2013, and I failed twice. And then I had to move for the football team, and so I never got it. And so I was like, man, I don't know. This insurance stuff, there's a lot of information. A lot. That was a 200-hour class, pre-license class.
Yeah. So here in Georgia, it's only 40 hours. So I was just telling you how quick and easy it was. And then when you told me it was 200, I was like, oh, man.
Florida is the toughest. It's got to be one of the toughest. So Leah got her license as well. So
that's awesome.
We're good. We're going to be the Haines family agency. That's what we are going to be known as. But thanks for hooking me up. That was one of those deals where, I've seen Kacey's success over the years and looking for an opportunity for Leah and I, and kind of what our backgrounds are similar as far as sales and marketing.
Yeah. You guys are going to do great. I know you will.
Yeah.
You can just pay me back in the future, just however you see fit.
Let's go, man. Well, when you want to come back, you vacation a lot. Come to Disney area,
I think we're coming down in December, so
let's go. I got a one of my rooms is like a Mickey Mouse theme that kids can have.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds
so,
good.
so we got. So what else? So what else you got involved? I mean, I know you got involved in politics a little bit. I call it politics. You might not, but I mean, school board is
Oh,
still
yeah.
campaigning and whatnot. Are you still doing that, or how long did you do that for?
I am. Yeah. I'm like midterm right now. So, yeah, I didn't realize you're right. You do campaign, you do have to politic, but I never realized that I was going to be called a politician so much. And I'm like, whoa, like, ah, but I guess that comes with the territory. I enjoy it. It's fun. And once again, like, I really love to put myself in like positions to grow and learn. And like that was another good way to just literally jump right in something and learn. And I'm one of those, I'm very vocal. And so I'm going to complain, especially in my community, if I don't think things are, like it's being ran right or something like that. Not saying that's so much to do with what was going on here, but just maybe like spending. And it's like, I'm a taxpayer. I want to voice my opinion. And it's like, actually, I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to just throw my name in the hat and just try to jump in myself. And so I've been able to learn a lot. I've had a good time. I loved it. And then, like, I'm always a little bit around the political world a little bit, kind of helping with other campaigns and congressional campaigns. And that's something, too, that kind of takes up a lot of time that I don't really have, but still keep doing
Well,
it.
but the thing is, like, instead of bitching and moaning about something, you're taking action. And I
Right.
mean, that's what entrepreneurs do in general. And,
Right.
it's like, hey, there's no time to complain about it. What's the solution? How can we fix it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I
Right.
commend you for doing that. I ran for state representative. I lost, but it was,
Nice.
it was a fun experience. It was definitely a fun
Did you end up
experience.
spending more in that campaign than you thought you would?
Yeah. Knocked on a lot
Yeah.
of doors, and it was interesting.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. I
That's a
used to
lot
do that
of
stuff.
work.
It was fun when you get behind something that you believe in. It makes it that much better. So
Yeah.
a couple last things. I know we gotta go. What advice would you give to somebody kind of on the fence about making that leap to start their own business?
Man, I just would say just go for it. I mean, do your research. Be smart about it. Know what you're getting into, but you're always find a way to talk yourself out of something. But I think you just kind of gotta go with it. And I've talked a lot, my family and friends and my wife about this, and it's like I find myself taking less risk the older I get, which I don't know why, because I've took a lot of risk that's paid off for me. So I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting more conservative here lately, but I am. But that being said, though, I think when you have more to lose, you start like, kind of like
Exactly.
rethinking, it's like, well, when I first was doing this, like, what do I have to lose? But,
no
now,
kids or, whatever.
Yeah. It's a lot easier when you're younger. That's for sure. You don't have the kids and you don't have quite that responsibility and things like that. But yeah, definitely you just got to go for it. I mean, you just be as smart about it as you can, research things. Like you said, getting a mentor, like that's something a lot of people don't think about, but I know me, gosh, I've mentored, I don't know how many people get into the insurance industry. People don't even know, especially like with Brightway, they'll have people just call me and it's like, I enjoy talking sales and marketing and business, ideas and solutions and, reach out and use resources and find people that are doing it and being successful and, get ideas from them.
I've been blowing you up left and right to, try to get as much knowledge as I can. And, why? Because I don't want to, of course, Brightway or any franchise is going to be, tooting their horn. I want to hear from somebody who's in it. I want to hear from somebody that, I respect, somebody I've seen have success. And so
somebody who's not getting a Brightway paycheck,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So no, I mean, it's definitely, that's a great feedback. What's kind of like, you have any long-term goals set, for yourself? Are you looking to open up another Brightway somewhere? I think you can buy, when you buy in, you get at least 2 franchises or something if you want to open up a second. Are you looking to build other businesses? What do you kind of have on the mind over the next 5, 10, 20 years?
So I have a very different kind of mindset than I've had in the past. So what I'm planning on doing right now is, you're right. So I do get to other locations that I'm going to open. And as I grow with staff members, like I said, right now I have Shelby, who's my office manager, and she's doing a fantastic job. I mean, she's doing phenomenal. And so what I want to do is, as I build my team, reward them with other locations, and kind of like come in, bring them, pour into them, invest in them with knowledge, and then have them kind of go out and open up a location, and we kind of run that together. And instead of me having to be so hands-on all the time, because in the past I was literally touching everything from like generating the quoting, issuing, and I had all this staff that I was paying, and I was just like, why am I, not letting them do what they're here to do? And it was nothing to do with them. It was just me being so hands-on. So now I'm trying to take a step back, not do that so much, try to just grow and invest in them, and then let us all grow together and reach that. And then here at Owen Security, my goal here is to just grow this company basically to where it's just us and ADT just duking it out. Like that's my goal. Like I just want this company to grow. It's a great company. I love the owner. He's phenomenal. Great staff here. So we're just wanting to just grow and dominate the security industry.
An office in Central Florida, man.
That's it, man. We just moved into Chattanooga. I need to tell him we need to be in Central Florida. That's
Central
what
Florida,
it is.
man. Central Florida.
That's where it's at.
I mean, that's key. I was one last thing I wanted to point on from what you said there with your goals. I was watching a video and reading up on one of the top franchisees with Brightway from down in South Florida. And that was one of the things that he had talked about is, he worked himself out of a job basically, by training and helping his staff so that they could do everything that he was doing. And,
right.
I mean, that's the way that you can really build it big. I mean, you can only do so much as an individual. So putting that trust in other people, I know for me, when I was younger, it was always hard. It was hard to delegate and let people do their jobs. But as I get older too, it's like, it's crucial that you get the right people and then you give them the right tools to be successful and be there for the support.
Yeah. And I would say I learned a little bit of that actually from you in St. Louis. Yeah. I remember you telling me that years ago. And then also my former business partner, Amber, with the Rampage team, he would tell me the same things, like, Kacee, like, you got to just let people do what they're supposed to, not be so hands-on. And then, so I've seen you do that. And then the same thing here with Justin Owen with Owen Security. He's phenomenal at it. He is one of the best delegators, and then empowers and trusts the people in those positions and those divisions to make the choices. And it's like, you see that the light bulb starts clicking, and you're like, that's how you grow.
That's how you can really start multiplying numbers quick.
It is without doubt.
But you got to have that comfort level. And like, once you get it, it's kind of like the aha moment. It's like, man, I wish I would have did this 10 years ago.
Right.
But for me, that was one of the toughest things. So, but no, Kacee, man, I know you got to run. I appreciate you joining me and chatting. We'll do another segment sometime so we can dive in deeper. And when we're the top two franchisees with Brightway.
Yeah, when I'm number one, you're number two. That'll be great.
I don't know. Maybe we'll be tied.
Okay.
No, sounds good, man. Thanks again.
All right, appreciate it, man. See ya.